difficulty in discharging a debt, then let there be a delay until it be easy for him. It would be nice if, you know, the banks would follow this, right? But if ye remit it as alms, it will be better for you if ye knew it. So how should we treat someone who owes us money?
Patiently.
Patiently.
With understanding.
With understanding.
Compassion.
Compassion.
Audubon and I have a policy: we never loan money; we only give it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just, it's just, then there's no attachment, there's no cord, then it's a gift, and we trust that gifts come back in many ways from different people in different forms. So I think Shakespeare said, neither a lender nor a borrower be.
Mm-hmm.
For that reason,
That's
it's just the attachment to it. So give gifts, not loans.
No expectation.
Then there's no expectation, yeah.
Especially with people you love.
Especially, yeah, and it may not come back to you directly from that person, but they may pay it forward to different people, and other people may be paying it forward. So again, it comes back to trust.
Could that also mean that if you give a gift, or if you lend money, expect no interest in return?
Expect no interest in return?
Well, it's only because I'm being facetious, because on this one right here, basically that's what we've done with the bank system. They went broke, and we all chipped in and said we will pay your bill for you.
Mm-hmm.
So we should not expect anything in return, right? And
Okay.
therefore, what you're saying is true, because they have not really returned the money.
Yeah,
And
right.
they still have in charge of, but they do charge us interest on the money that they lent.
So when you go to your bank next time, just tell them you forgive them, you love them, and you want to maintain a good relationship.
We could say that about the government, because they use our money all the time, and we have no expectations of getting it returned to us.
It's a really positive thing to think of your income taxes as gifts, gifts to the community that you live in, not something that you owe, not something that's being extracted from you, but as a choice that you make to give to the community at large, and that you bless that it gets used with wisdom and integrity and allocated all to the right sources. And I keep coming back to a statement that the Dolphins gave me a couple of months ago: create what's missing rather than scornfully noticing the lack. If you think the governments aren't using the money wisely, then start praying that all the taxes gets used wisely and with integrity and with the correct allocation. And it's a really, I find this has really been a shift for me in the last couple of months. Every time I notice myself thinking something negative or unloving or complaining, I would catch myself and say, okay, I don't like that. What is it that I really want? That complaint is noticing isn't there. So create a situation where we believe the banks are all allocating correctly and the government is allocating correctly. And if enough of us pray that that's happening, it will actually start happening.
We need a lot of prayers.
We do.
That's right, let's get busy.
Let's get busy, yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that a lot. That's something that you say a lot too, right, Jerry? I mean, what Reverend just said. Try to change the overall consciousness, right?
It's shifting into a point of creation rather than complaining. And that's probably the biggest gift you can give yourself in any aspect of life, with wealth, family, love, health. Shift into creation. Anything that you notice, decide that you can make it better.
Well, that's okay. Before we move on, I'm going to start around a sign-up sheet. We are going to start a regular workshop, and the title is Virtue-Based Abundance. So it will be similar to our discussion today, but the concept is once a month we'll come together, we'll talk about successes that we've had in dealing with money and also challenges, and we can all give support and ideas and encouragement to one another. So
the options are, it could be once a month after Sunday services. It could be, do you have any days during the week that would be available?
Yeah, possibly. My schedule is fairly flexible, so we could try to pick a specific evening or a weekday, whatever time, so.
So if you're interested in the thing, mark down a time that would work best for your schedule, and we'll try to pick one that works for everybody. But Trav is offering this as a gift to the community, so why not take advantage of something really beautiful, and so thank you for that.
Well, it's my pleasure, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure I'll get as much out of it as anybody else. There's a pen on the stand there.
I think it
Did-
fell after
did it?
your seats, after Reverend Danielle.
Okay. So I'll start
See
this
it.
around. Just go ahead and put your name, and if you're interested, put your name and what days and times would work best for you. Oh, Audubon has a pen. Okay, thank you. And then, once we choose a date that seems to work for the majority, then it'll be announced through the Temple of Light here. Okay, so finishing up, under generosity, the second quote is, "Wealth is praiseworthy in the highest degree if it is acquired by an individual's own efforts and the grace of God in commerce, agriculture, art, and industry, and if it be expended for philanthropic purposes. Above all, if a judicious and resourceful individual should initiate measures which would universally enrich the masses of the people, there could be no undertaking greater than this, and it would rank in the sight of God as the supreme achievement, for such a benefactor would supply the needs and ensure the comfort and well-being of a great multitude. Wealth is most commendable provided the entire population is wealthy. If, however, a few have inordinate riches, the rest are impoverished, and no fruit or benefit accrues from that wealth. Then it is only a liability to its possessor. If, on the other hand, it is expended for the promotion of knowledge, the founding of elementary and other schools, the encouragement of art and industry, the training of orphans and the poor, in brief, if it is dedicated to the welfare of society, its possessor will stand out before God and man as the most excellent of all who lives on earth, and will be accounted as one of the peoples of paradise." So how should wealth be expended?
Philanthropically.
Philanthropically?
Freely.
To help others that need help.
To help others. And we talked a little bit about taxes earlier, and here it mentions elementary and other schools, which are funded by our taxes. So when we pay our taxes, we are promoting that social good. One thing, I'd like to say before I forget here is it's wonderful to see so many children here, and it's amazing how patient they've been. So,
Thank you.
kudos to the parents for raising such patient children. Okay, next, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, but the wealth of the sinner is stored up for the righteous. So what should we leave to our grandchildren?
Yeah.
We don't have much of a choice regarding that, but by choice, what else can we leave?
Knowledge,
Wisdom.
Knowledge, wisdom,
a functioning society.
okay, a functioning society, and maybe a college fund, or some endowment. The wicked borrows and does not repay, but the righteous shows mercy and gives. To whom could we give money? To the poor?
Anyone in need.
Anyone in need? We can give here to the Temple of Light. Reverend Danielle did not ask me to say that.